Okay, this is a condition walkthrough for 8955. The first thing that you pull up to is all this trash on the curb. We definitely need to get somebody to come pick up all this stuff. The grass is pretty tall. The whole yard is pretty overgrown. And one thing that I see when I pull up is there's tire tracks all through the yard. Like, this goes all the way around the property, the front yard at least. It goes all the way around the flower beds, which are overgrown and stuff. And they're pretty deep. I mean, there's significant ruts through this yard. So that, most of the grass is pretty weedy and overgrown. There's also some tire tracks over here. Flower beds need some love. Okay, and one thing that I noticed when I came up is there's a final notice of Bartlett Code compliance. They have violations of overgrown grass, rotted woods, and peeling paint on sides in front of the house. Appears to be a stagnant pool, and there's tire ruts in the front yard. So there's 10 days to make necessary repairs. I'll bring that stuff into the office. And there's no electricity on, so I opened a lot of the windows, and I have a flashlight. Hopefully that'll help. You walk in, and it's pretty dirty. The floors are pretty dirty. Definitely did not get cleaned. Walk to the right, to the bedroom. The carpets aren't too bad. Doesn't look like they were cleaned, but they're not in terrible shape by any means. I see a crack up here. I don't know if that's significant, but and I have a flashlight, and I don't know if this will help because there's no lights in these bathrooms, so definitely dirty. Looks like there's oh, that's a leaf, never mind. Just dirty, it looks like. It doesn't look like, I don't really see anything other than being dirty. This, I don't know what that is, but there's some damage here around this plate. I really don't know what that is. I don't know if it's water damage, I'm not sure. Looks like there's not a cover on this light. That's not that bad, but alright, walk in here. It just looks really dirty. This closet as well. I hope this light is helpful. I don't know if you can see. It's dirty, not too bad in here. And this one's missing a light cover as well. Looks pretty good, just dirty. Okay, we'll move on. Okay, walk into the entryway. This bathroom. Just looks dirty. I don't see anything else other than just being dirty. Here, closet. Everything looks fine. To the left, there's this, whatever this is. Looks good. And it said in here, the carpets sort of look fine. They're dirty, but they don't. I don't see any stains or any significant damage or anything in these carpets. Fireplace looks pretty good. The only thing I see is right here on this here. I guess you don't need the light. Right here, it looks like I don't know what that is. Looks like maybe there was something though, and it looks like it's chipped off. But other than that looks fine. I'll walk over here. This room. I don't know what this room is, but I don't know if this was have two different door handles. It's kind of weird looking, but that's not a big deal. Just noticed. And I don't know what this is right here, but that looks kind of weird. That could have been like that before. I'm not really sure, but that is kind of interesting. All right, just dirty in here. I don't see anything bad, just dirty. We'll walk into the kitchen. I see over here, this is back in the living room, there's a place on the wall, small, but might have been probably from a TV or a picture. There's little holes. Those are probably easily fixed though. Okay, walk into the kitchen. One thing I noticed in the kitchen, this window right here is broken where it's basically open. Thankfully, we're out of the freezing rain season, but this is broken and needs to be fixed for sure because it's just, air's blowing through it. And I see some of these, which we'll see when it goes out, when we go outside on the porch. But these I don't know what they're called, the filters or whatever on the outside, it's all ripped up and one's laying on the porch over there. And a bunch of them ripped off. I don't know why. And it looks like there's blinds. Maybe there's that one though, but in here it's just dirty on the floors, and throughout most of the house. Floors are pretty dirty. Kitchen itself looks dirty. Oh, it just looks dirty. Looks like the dishwasher's kind of, I don't know if that, kind of looks crooked, so I don't know if you can see that. I don't even know if you could close it, so that would be, I'm assuming that would be the owner's dishwasher. So that's looks kind of broken. Things just look pretty dirty. But walk in here to the dining room. Just dirty in here. I don't really see anything other than that. Okay, here, there's this first garage. It looks fine in here, just, dirty, and I'm not really sure where that door is from, but there's a door in here. Looks to be in good shape, it's just not attached to anything. And this is here. I noticed that this paint is peeling. That's interesting. So all of this paint on this door is peeling. Get my flashlight. The floors are pretty dirty in here. This is like the laundry room. And there looks to be a hole right here in the tile. And it's just really dirty. I don't know what that stuff is, but it just looks dirty. And there's once again, not a light cover. I'm not really sure where all the light covers went. Okay, we're gonna walk out to the porch in the backyard before we go upstairs. And they have these mosquito nets here. I think these are gonna be taken down pretty easily because they look kind of messed up. Keep getting the door. And they obviously had a dog. I don't know if they paid for a dog, but they definitely had a dog here. But here's this window I was talking about. On the inside, it's definitely broken. And then here's the screen that is just laying on it. So, it's the porch. Porch looks fine. Just dirty. Kind of looks, I don't know how good this porch is. I don't know. Would no. But it doesn't look like it's been taken care of. And none of the backyard has been taken care of at all. The lawn is overgrown just like in the front yard. There's weeds everywhere. The flower beds look horrible. And then the pool. The pool is disgusting. It is stagnant. That's what, I don't know if there's things living in there. I'm not really sure. But it is green and it looks disgusting. It looks like it's been like this for a while. That's one of the Bartlett on the front door. It said that there, this is it's against the city ordinance. So yeah, there's that. And all the weeds and stuff. This thing looks like it could use some love here. Bees. Yeah, so there's that. Backyard. And there's dog prints like in the mud and stuff, so I mean it's obvious they have a dog. As I said, I don't know if they paid for a dog, so that might be fine, but and I don't know what this stuff is over here. I'm not really sure what all these things are. But there's a lot of them, and they're just all piled in the backyard. There's a tire over there. Just some like trash, some random trash. So yeah, the backyard could definitely use some love. I guess maybe whatever that is. Maybe it's like a little shed right here. I'm not sure. Okay, we'll walk in. This little thing. And well, I don't know. I really don't know where that door from the other garage is from. Some more trash stuff here. All here. All over here. This is the second garage. There's a bunch of trash and stuff. And some of the stuff, like the pool stuff, that might be with the house. But there's lots of there's some stuff hanging on the wall. Some chandeliers. Some kind of pump. I don't even know what that stuff is. Some stuff up here. I don't know if this stuff might be the owner's. I'm not really sure. Pool stuff. And then this is interesting. They left us this nice present. Pool stuff, paint stuff. That. And here's this little bathroom. It is very dirty. Yeah, just very dirty. It's nasty. Okay. And there's lots of dog footprints all in here. This is not that big a deal because it's a garage though, but yeah. Up here, this is very dirty. Little nice thing on the wall here. Okay, this room is orange. That's nice. Blinds. I don't know what this room is. There's this stuff up here. Lights. So yeah, I don't know what this even is supposed to be. But there's that. It's carpet here. It's interesting. Okay, we're gonna go back in the house and we'll go upstairs. Oh, here's this stuff over here. I don't don't know. Everything looks to be in good condition. Alright, we'll walk upstairs. To this left bedroom. The biggest thing I see in here is the ceiling. Looks to be some water damage. I don't know how new it is. Not really sure, but it's pretty big. That's the only water damage I really saw in the whole house. But that should maybe be looked at. Once again, my cover is missing. To the left. And as I said, it's same as up here as downstairs. The carpet really looks good. It's dirty, but it doesn't look like it couldn't just be, I mean, honestly, it could be vacuumed and, you know, look good in some of these rooms. Some rooms may need like some shampoo or something. Like here, it's kind of like walked on a lot, but really, the carpets look pretty good. Here is his bathroom up here. Once again, it's just dirty. Doesn't even look as dirty as the other bathrooms downstairs. But definitely needs some cleaning. Okay, we'll walk into this last bedroom. Looks pretty good. The only thing I see is that this door to the attic, it does not close. Just this one on this side, because I tried to close it earlier because I didn't know I was sitting open, and it doesn't close. So that is different. This looks fine. This all looks fine. All right, that is the condition walk through for 8955.